Hello there. Okay, so this is my new Suzuki SV650s. I just bought it yesterday. I traded in my Kawasaki Ninja 250, which I had for less than a year. I had put 600 kilometers on it, but I found it was it's an excellent bike, but I found it was just a little bit unstable on the highway and I was getting blown around a bit, and so I traded it in for this SV650. It's a little bit more horsepower, bigger engine, but from the research I've done on the web, it's still classed as a sort of a tamer 650 and a beginner bike to some extent. So I guess we'll see. I've just washed this bike. I purchased it from a place in Newmarket. It's 350 kilometers away from my home, and I brought it on my trailer, and we've had very sunny weather all week except yesterday, where it was raining and pouring down with rain, and this bike got all drenched and a lot of dust stuck to it. So I've just washed it, and it's actually a very nice white. I don't know how well it's going to come up on the in this video, but if you look at the white, it's very shiny, sort of a little crystal type white. I think Suzuki calls it glass white or something like that. I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's a very nice white, and it's the white I wanted. There's a lot of places where I live here which have the black one, but I think black is a bit too common and it's not really the color I wanted. For the past 3 years, Suzuki have done this bike in two colors, white and black, and this white one has the blue stripe going from the top of the bike to the end of the bike, and it just more visually appealing, stand out a bit more on the road, and it's a little bit more different, and you don't have that same stigma attached as opposed to having a black bike. So like I said, this is a brand new bike. I just bought it yesterday. I put it on the trailer as soon as I purchased it. So use my other hand. So as you can see on the odometer, it has 0 kilometers. So it hasn't been driven at all. Just switch this indicator off. So it hasn't been driven at all. I wanted to ride it at the dealership yesterday when I purchased it, but like I said, because it was raining so heavily with the new tires and rain and so on, I didn't want to risk, plus it being a bigger bike, a bit of a jump up from a 250, I didn't want to risk dropping it or falling off the bike. So I'll take it out a bit later on today or maybe tomorrow, see how it rides, and I will post up some subsequent videos. But I wanted to put this video up just because there is no videos of a white Suzuki SV650s on the web to some detail, and because I didn't know that this bike comes with a blue stripe along the top. It was a bit difficult to tell from the pictures that's on from Suzuki's webpage, and so anybody who's thinking of purchasing a bike like this can see exactly what the white bodywork is like. And Suzuki were kind enough to throw in a seat cowl for me, so I will be putting that on, and that also has a matching blue stripe on it. It's white and it has a matching blue stripe on it as well, so that was very good of them, and it's a good seat cowl to put on. First modifications I will be doing, not so much really modifications, but I'll be getting rid of all of these warning stickers. and modifications which I have planned for this bike. Okay, hopefully I got you back here. My phone switched off for a while. So hopefully the modifications I will be doing on this bike is I'll be putting on the Laser Extreme double canisters for the exhaust. They come up to here. One is over here and the other one is over here, and they just look much nicer. The other thing I will be doing is changing those rear tail lights to clear. I think the white and the clear will look very nice. I'll be getting rid of the side indicators, the side signals, and the signals will be built into the tail lights. I'll also be getting rid of this fender eliminator. I'll have to get rid of that when I put the double canisters on anyhow. So anyway, this is a video for just showing everybody the Suzuki SV650s. I'll start it up so you can get to hear what it sounds like. It's much more of a growl than the Ninja 250. Just a second. So now you can hear what it sounds like. The reason why I traded in the Ninja 250 is it was an excellent bike, but I wanted to change the exhaust on it, and there was Yoshimori or the MGP and various exhausts and so on, just to make it sound a little bit more beefier. And I wanted to put a fender eliminator on it. Fender eliminator costs anything around, with shipping, about $200 Canadian, and the exhaust was about, again, $400 or something or so. I was going to put a double bubble windscreen on it and various other modifications, and it would have come to about $1,000 or $1,500. And I didn't want to put all of that money into the Ninja 250 because I wasn't going to get it back, and at the end of the day it's still a Ninja 250. So this bike, I don't mind spending money on this bike because it's something that I'm going to keep for a while. A lot of people have said on the web that you don't outgrow this bike very quickly, so I will be keeping this bike for a while, and for that reason I'm more willing to make upgrades and do modifications to this bike than I was to the Ninja 250. Anyway, so I'll let you guys move on to the next video, and cheers.